On Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, a local child care center is under state review. What's behind recent concerns at a community facility? And changes at a local agency. A key figure steps down. Who's taking charge? Plus, a look behind the scenes of a mission to tackle food insecurity.
And this morning, we're talking about this morning, it's going to be our last chilly and cold one out there before the rest of this week we're warming up and looking for near 80 degrees. And when I say chilly, I mean near below freezing. Hold on, the weather coming up.
And the Shiner Comanches are ready to face the Mount Enterprise Wildcats in the state semifinals. We'll highlight this game later in sport.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and welcome to your Tuesday morning, your Tamale Tuesday, because you know you're going to start making those tamales for Christmas.
That's right. It's coming up real close. In fact, we are just 16 days away from Christmas, and now, guess what? It is really starting to feel like Christmas out there. If you don't believe me, step your foot out the door for just 1 second and then walk right back inside, because it's cold out there this morning. Don't believe me? Look at your screen. We have freeze warnings in effect for much of the Crossroads this morning. You see all the blue counties that are in blue or shaded in blue along Highway 59 and going towards Three Rivers and Fowlerton. We're talking about the southern line right here. Those are going to be in effect until 8 a.m. this morning, whereas northwestern counties, including DeWitt, all the way through San Antonio and Austin areas are going to be until 9 a.m. because y'all are a little bit more inland and a little bit further away from the water, which would warm us up quicker. But this morning, we are actually officially 32 degrees freezing in Victoria County, even though this computer says 33 right now. I've been checking the observations all morning long. So definitely bundle up. And you can see the wind chill matching that right now because of our calm winds out there. Thankfully, the winds are calm because we probably see wind chills in the 20s right now. Everybody this morning looking at near or below freezing values, looking at around 32, 33 degrees, 31 Yorktown, 29 right now in Karnes City. So definitely bundle those kiddos up if they're headed out the door this morning. No need to worry about covering your pipes. This isn't going to be an extended long freeze, but bundle those kiddos up. Also grabbing the calculator. It is still state testing week, but it is going to warm up today, and we'll look at those details next.
The state is investigating Faith Family Church's Cub Care Early Learning Center. Details are confidential. The day after the latest incident, the state website lists 8 violations, mostly staffing and paperwork. Last year's records include corporal punishment and a caregiver grabbing children by the arm, which the state says were addressed. We contacted Pastor Matt Mashburn, who declined to comment due to the investigation. Some changes are coming to leadership at the Victoria County Animal Services. Mark Sloat is stepping down as director after 3 years. His last day with the department is December 12th. Supervisor Joe Hernandez will take over as interim director while they look for someone to fill the position.
He's taught us a lot of new ways how to handle any animal conditions. There's a lot that I learned from him.
Hernandez has been with the department since 2019. He says he plans to keep things moving forward with the same plan Sloat had in place. As Sloat's last day approaches, he released a report on Victoria County Animal Services progress over the last decade. In 2015, the department picked up over 1,600 dogs. As of December this year, they've just picked up under 900. Adoptions are up and euthanasia numbers are down. In 2015, 894 dogs were euthanized. This year, that report shows 139. Adoptions have increased from 117 in 2015 to over 340 for 2024. And as of December 4th, 365 dogs have already been adopted. Sloat credits improved pet containment, community education, and a policy to return dogs to their owners. The Food Bank of the Golden Crescent is expanding efforts to feed the community this holiday season. 25 News Now reporter Ray Mosley spoke with the president and CEO to see how they're making it possible.
A local business has partnered with the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent to provide more meals for the community. With that donation, a single dollar can now provide 16 meals through the food bank.
It's critical. It's critical, and we are grateful for their partnership, their continued partnership.
Cato says she understands that food is a necessity, and with food insecurity not going away, this helps their mission to serve and feed the Crossroads area.
The best part of my job is the fact that when donations come in, whether it's through the mail or however, I am lucky enough and blessed enough that I get to thank these individual donors personally, and that means a lot to me. It's a very rewarding and satisfying part of my job.
The food bank's donation will continue through the end of this year. Ray Mosley, KAVU TV, 25 News Now.
Texas is now launching a partnership with Turning Point USA. They plan to open chapters of the conservative organization on every high school campus across the state. The governor revealed the initiative at a news conference and didn't outline any plans requiring schools to start chapters, but he expects disciplinary action against any stoppage of the organization. Now to the controversial airstrike on a drug boat near Venezuela. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio reports the latest.
This morning, President Trump backtracking on his pledge to release the full video of this airstrike from September. The video shows the initial attack by U.S. forces that destroyed an alleged drug smuggling boat, killing 9 of 11 people aboard. A second attack, not seen publicly yet, killed the 2 survivors. Critics say the second strike may have violated international law.
Mr. President, you said you would have no problem with releasing the full video of that strike on September 2nd off the coast of Venezuela. Secretary Hegseth now says...
You said that. I didn't say that. This is ABC fake news.
Just last week, the president said this while speaking to our Selena Wang.
Will you release video of that strike so that the American people can see for themselves what happened?
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release. No problem.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are now pushing to pass a bill that would require Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to release the full video to the House and Senate Armed Services Committees.
Whatever we were to decide to release, we'd have to be very responsible about. So we're reviewing that right now.
Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
The U.S. State Department says the Trump administration has revoked 85,000 visas since January. This includes more than 8,000 student visas as part of a broader effort to tighten who can enter and remain in the United States. A department official says crimes like DUI, assault, and theft account for nearly half of the revocations. Other cases involve overstays and alleged national security concerns. For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:37 on our Tuesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up. Changes in contract and compensation for a top education official.
A bailout for American farmers hit hard by President Trump's trade war. I'm Nicole D'Antonio in Washington with what it means for farmers amid a crisis over rising costs.
And also coming up next after the break in the short-term forecast, it might be chilly and cold out there this morning, but the sun is coming up today and it's going to warm us up nicely. So coming up next, we'll take a look and see how nice it'll be near you. Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy Tuesday. Now, it's the second day of the week, and we are, like I said, just 16 days away from Christmas, and I know it definitely feels like Christmas out there this morning with it so cold, but if you're not a fan of this cold, you're just like me. I like the warm weather. Well, we've got that coming away because, as you can see right here, I'm just going to keep on pressing play on the future tracker, and you're going to see nothing but clear skies all the way through Friday, actually. Well, we'll be looking mostly sunny on Friday with a little bit of cloud cover, but clear skies up until that point. As you can see, we're already into Wednesday right now. Here's Wednesday morning. You don't see any clouds out there, do you? That means it's going to be sunny, so make sure you got your sunglasses packed and ready to go for pretty much the rest of this week, because what that sun's going to do to us, it's going to warm us up nicely, like I said. I'm thinking a high of about 70 today in Victoria. That's just 2 degrees above where we're supposed to be. Record on this day is 84 degrees, and low temperatures tonight under more clear skies. Our temperatures will radiationally cool down to about 48 degrees in Victoria. That's also just 2 degrees above where we're supposed to be. Now, everyone else today going to be looking about the same. Highs getting up to about 70 for most of us in the inland counties, maybe upper 60s on the coast. By noontime, most of us will be looking for about low and mid 60s noontime. And overnight tonight, like I said, clear skies will let us radiationally cool down to the upper 40s, I'm thinking, for most of us. And with it so cold this morning, I might maybe say mid 40s for some of us. And if that's not warm enough, well, tomorrow we're even warmer, looking for near 80 degrees. And if we don't hit 80, we probably will this weekend before another front gets here. And we'll look at all that next.
The Shiner Comanches took care of business last Friday night, beating the Junction Eagles 22-6 in the regional final, and now they turn their attention to undefeated team in the Mount Enterprise Wildcats for the state semifinals, who for Mount Enterprise last week to beat the Bremen Tigers 64-56, and they have a star running back in Keegan Ash, who rushed for 521 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he also had 2 receiving touchdowns as well in that game, and actually broke some big-time records in that game against Bremen. So yesterday we had a chance to catch up with Comanches head coach Daniel Bettiger about their game plan to slow down Ash and preparing for that game Friday night.
But for us defensively, it's going to be key of trying to get guys to the football. You know, he's hard to tackle one-on-one. So our goal, going into this week and with today's practice was to get as many people flying to the ball as possible. Obviously, the guys know how hard it is to get to this point in the year. I think, 4 teams left in our division, and it takes a lot of grind and a lot of hard work. And, the thing that we've seen with this group is they love football. They come out here and they don't see practice as work. They like practicing what they consider still playing football, even though we're practicing, and that's what makes this group special so far. They understand that.
Bettiger and the Comanches hope to make another run to the state championship, again, if they can beat Mount Enterprise there this Friday night. This is Max Williams, 25 News Now Sports.
Recent polling shows public trust in Trump's economic leadership has fallen to new lows. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the latest update as Trump is set to address America's affordability crisis.
This morning, a major lifeline for American farmers hurt by President Trump's trade policies. The president announcing a $12 billion taxpayer bailout that will come from tariff revenue.
This relief will provide much needed certainty to farmers as they get this year's harvest to market and look ahead to next year's crops. And it'll help them continue their efforts to lower food prices for American families.
The administration says the farm aid package will boost farmers who've struggled to sell their crops while also getting hit by rising costs after he raised tariffs earlier this year. However, it's still subject to congressional approval. Ahead of Trump's remarks later today in Pennsylvania, the state's governor blasted his economic policies.
I hear it from our manufacturers. I hear it from our farmers who are doing everything right and who are getting screwed because of Donald Trump's economic policies.
It comes as many Americans face another affordability concern centered around health care. Insurance premiums are set to skyrocket next month for millions of Americans, as Obamacare subsidies are set to expire unless Congress takes action. The Senate is expected to vote this week on a bill from Democrats that would extend an Obamacare tax credit for 3 years, but it's expected to fail because it does not include reforms that Republicans want.
Democrats' great scheme to fix health care, Obamacare, has failed.
Republicans have no plan. They are so divided between themselves they can't even put a plan together. We Democrats do have a plan.
And back to the bailout, the aid package includes $11 billion in one-time payments through a new Department of Agriculture bridge payment program. The remaining money will then go to other crops not covered by the program. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
The Victoria ISD Board of Trustees extended Superintendent Sheila Collazo's contract. Collazo completed her first year in the district on December 2nd. Now her contract extends through November 2028. The extension comes with a 5% raise, meaning she'll now make $262,000 a year. There's also a new performance incentive plan. Collazo can earn an extra $5,000 for meeting district and student achievement goals. If you see news happening, let us know. Call the number on your screen to contact our newsroom or email us your tips at staff@crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:45 on our Tuesday morning. Still to come on Sunrise, the story behind a holiday tradition you see everywhere this season. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Tate. Happy birthday, Tate. Papa and Mimi love you so much. May God bless you for many more.
Happy birthday, Tate. And also happy birthday to Monica. Happy birthday. Lots of love from your family and friends.
Happy birthday to Linda. Happy birthday to our sweet Linda Rose. We love you so much. Hope you enjoy your day. Love from Mommy and your sisters.
Oh, happy birthday, Linda. And also happy birthday to Grace. Happy 8th birthday to our loving, kind, and beautiful granddaughter, Grace. She's also our cake winner today. We hope you have a fantastic day and know how very loved you are. Lots of love from Nana and Papa.
Happy birthday to Brick. Happy birthday, love from Mom and Dad.
Happy birthday, Brick, and also happy birthday to Elijah. Happy birthday, Eli. Wishing you a wonderful day. Love from all your family. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
It's now 6:46 on our Tuesday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today.
That's right, happy birthday. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. I'm sure a lot of y'all saw the 7-day forecast a few moments ago, and I really hope you saw what I was talking about. If you're just like me and you don't like the cold weather, well, that's going away for a little bit. Thankfully, we're looking at very nice weather actually coming our way for the rest of this week. Highs returning into the 70s as early as today. I'm thinking 70 for the high. I'm thinking in Victoria, maybe getting up to only 69, but 70 if we're lucky, and we'll be just like that all week long and actually continue warming all the way up to 80 for Friday and Saturday this weekend with more southerly winds you can see right there. But that's going to be before we get another front. You did hear me talking about that a second ago. This next front will be here Saturday night into Sunday morning, really Sunday morning, really when it gets here. That's going to drop our highs down to the 60s, maybe even upper 50s for Monday and Tuesday, because you can see we're going to get a little bit of cloud cover to pick up after that front passes. We also have another front that'll come here Wednesday night, Thursday morning. You can see that's not going to be too much. It's not going to do very much damage to our highs, dropping to maybe a few degrees. But what's going on this week and why we're looking at a lot of sunshine and warming weather for the middle of December? Well, it's because we have high pressure on the west coast, and all that is doing is it's acting as a blocker for all these low pressure systems that are coming off the Pacific. Also out of Canada, you can see we have one polar low that is currently sitting over the Great Lakes, which is why they're so cold up there. They're looking at single-digit temperatures still up there in the northeastern states. But that low is going to push eastward, and that is going to batter away this high pressure, and that's going to allow all the deflected low systems coming out of the Pacific to now march south, sending us another polar low, sending us a cold front for Saturday night. And we'll look at all that and more later on Sunrise.
Poinsettias such as those here at the anchor desk date back to the Aztecs with roots in Mexico. Veteran journalist Bill Clough reports on a local business growing them every year.
It just isn't the holidays without poinsettias. These are fake. These aren't. 2,365 of them. And this lady is in charge of their care and feeding.
I'm Monica Pilot. I'm the owner of Midcoast Floral and Landscaping here in Inez, Texas. The nursery was growing poinsettias for years and years before I took over. This is one of the crops that I have continued on with when I took over 10 years ago. I have trialed 20 or 30 different varieties in the last 10 years, trying to find new varieties to provide an even better quality.
These are about ready to sell, but the process begins in August.
I get in 3,400 cuttings that we plant between about 3,000 pots of poinsettias a season. I don't get a lot of growth or color development until we actually truly start getting into our fall temperatures. Our nighttime temperatures will start coming down, and we'll just have a little bit overall cooler temperature in the greenhouse.
And once they're home?
To keep your poinsettia looking fresh throughout the holiday season, you want to get it home. When you are getting it to your vehicle even, you want to make sure that it's protected from the outside wind. If it's colder than 50 degrees outside, you want to protect it from those cooler temperatures. When you get it home indoors, select a bright indirect light. If they have too much darkness, that can encourage leaf drop a little sooner than you would like. And you also want to keep it ideally between 65 and 75 degrees.
The holiday popularity of poinsettias is thanks to one man, Joel Roberts Poinsett, the first U.S. ambassador to Mexico. He brought it back. A botanist displayed it at a flower show in 1829, and the tradition was established. 3 years ago, Congress declared December 12th National Poinsett Day, which means never underestimate the flower of diplomacy.
Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go, the reasons behind a growing problem many stores are facing this season. A new survey finds more customers are stealing at self-checkout. LendingTree says 27% of respondents admit to stealing at least one item, mostly everyday essentials rather than luxury goods. The survey of over 2,000 people found 47% cite unaffordable necessities, and 46% blame rising prices from tariffs as reasons for stealing. The creator of the IceBlock app is suing Trump administration officials. The app alerts users to nearby immigration and customs enforcement agents. Creator Joshua Aaron accuses the administration of abusing power and infringing on free speech by pushing Apple to remove the app. Following a Justice Department request, Apple removed IceBlock and similar apps from its store in October. A Massachusetts federal judge struck down President Donald Trump's executive order revoking permits for new offshore wind farms. The judge said the order was arbitrary and capricious and a violation of federal law. Trump issued the order in January, halting all leasing of federal lands and waters for new wind farms. DeWitt County is making some aerial fireworks off limits this season because of dry conditions. Commissioners approved an order banning skyrockets with sticks and missiles with fins, all in an unincorporated areas of the county, saying the risk of wildfire is too high right now. This does not apply to typical small fireworks or the larger professional grade ones used for big displays. We're shining a spotlight on all the local homes lit up for the holidays. We'd love to include yours. Each Friday leading up to Christmas will feature a different home that's spreading seasonal cheer. Beginning December 22nd, we'll showcase one home every day. If your decorations are ready for their close-up, now's the time to share them. And now let's get a final look at our sunrise with Parker. Is that sun popping out yet?
It's not yet, but it is a promise it's going to come up over the horizon here eventually. You can see before that sun comes up, we got lots of pretty colors out there, but I want to let y'all know something. For the first time since February 20th of this year, we are officially freezing in Victoria County, y'all, so make sure to please bundle up if you're headed at the door. 32 degrees, right on the money for freezing, and that's out in county. In the city, all the cities around the crossroads, temperatures are going to be running about 2 to 3 degrees warmer than the outskirts. You can see 36 right here on our ticker, 36 right outside the station here on Navarro. But everyone else, just about the same. Actually, some of us are below freezing. 29 right now being reported in Carson City. So, y'all, please stay warm and bundled up this morning, and keep that jacket on you up until the afternoon hours, because that beaming Texas sun that is coming up here soon gonna warm us up nicely. Think of 68 for the high in Port Lavaca, mid 60s by noon. A little bit nicer in Victoria, 70 for today's high, also mid 60s by noon. And I hope y'all like that, because for the rest of this week, weather's going to be just like that, warming up a little bit, actually getting as high as the 80s this weekend before another front gets here.
All right, thank you, Parker. And thank y'all for being with us this morning. Join Shana Dawn, Maclovio, and Max today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10. Stay warm today.
Stay warm.